What up? It's your boy T-Bear here with a reaction. It's time for some wrestling review. You know, I usually try doing late night, late right afterward, but it was very busy after Monday Night Raw though. In case you want, I'm trying to get you my notes if I can find them. But anyway, we're gonna do both our review on both Smackdown and AEW Rampage. But first thing first, RP to Lance Rakin, who sadly passed away. Played this Friday. I wasn't able to put on Films Friday because Films Friday was pre-recorded. And also RP to Sean Lampkin, best known as Nipsey off of Martin. He passed away last week, a couple of days ago. But anyway, we're going to get into the Smackdown notes first, and you can see I got Smackdown up already. So anyway, kick things off with Cody Rhodes mentioning how much he respects the Tribal Chief, but looking forward to beating him, which I hope he do. Please just let my man finish the story at WrestleMania. I beg of you. But then he calls out Kevin Owens, who comes out, and also Sami Zayn, and express how much you guys love, respect for KO, and introduce him. And when he got released from WWE and went to the Indies, explain how KO introduced him to some friends, possibly talking about the Elite, the Bullet Club / the Elite, and he's trying to do is be peacemaker, and want KO and Sammy coexist, and Sammy speaks on KO history of turning each other, which he been keeping it real, but always finding some common grounds and reuniting, which is true. Whether they was feuding as Sammy the face, Kevin on the heel, and then they reunited as heels at one point, and then all the way around, KO was the face and KO was the face and Sam was a heel, and right now they trying to reunite now and everything, and Cody's like, no, do this for me. This ain't for me. This is a people-pleasing business, which is true. And the fact that folks is announcing people-pleasing as a good thing, I appreciate that as well too myself. Too many folks who look at it as a bad thing or say that's something that's draining folks or anything. I know it's energy draining, but it's good to please people, you know what I'm saying, at times, because you may never know the return you get back though, which is true. And he lets know how much the crowd want Sammy and KO go together, and Cammy trying to convince KO to team up to be the ones, beat the ones, as because I say they are the ones. Well, KO still being reluctant, not joining yet or anything. Sammy catching him out, and Sammy even catch him, just let him know that wherever you want to, not just let you know you're my friend, that I love you. You know what I'm saying? So that was like a real heartfelt promo between them two and Cody, man. Like I said, it took some baby faces for me to get invested in the Bloodline storyline, because right now because the Bloodline story was really one-sided for the Hill fans. Or the fans don't care about the line, but maybe it was pretty much one side for the Hill fans. Now, I mean, it wasn't something for the face fans to get excited about as well too, because who the hell we going? Because we ain't nobody there to get invested in. But first, Sammy turned face by turning the Tribal Chief, and then KO, and Cody Rhodes is trying to take the title from the Tribal Chief. Well, again, I hope he does. Even if it's just one title, even if they split the title, I don't care. Let that man have his moment. And now KO, who also had not to do with the Bloodline either. So yes, I'm here for it though. So now we have some Mysterio and Rio gonna get Santos Selena. I was hoping the outcome will be what the outcome be, because I don't like the fact that ever since the Lockout turned face, they're handling losses, and that's going to really feed into the Hill fans on wanting them back to on the Hill side as much too. You know how wrestling fans are about baby faces, about heel to baby faces. You know what I'm saying? How like they say there's like when Dragon Ball Z, I guess he's trying to say like when Dragon Ball Z VGM became a good guy, he hasn't been as menacing as he was before and all of that. I hate when they do that. And even some skits like, you know, RDC World somehow when a villain becomes good, they become less of who you are, or even a boss become playable as well too. Like, I hate when they do use that reference or anything, but then WWE or wrestling in general end up proving them right, which sucks. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we still didn't get it. But aside the outcome, the match was pretty good, man. Santos and Selena was a good mixed tag match. A mixed tag promo. So I got the little man here. He's sleeping. Thank God, so I can do this. A mixed tag team right there too. Combination would bring back mixed match again with a mixed tag team tournament they have and anything. But you know, typical fashion of distraction from each members of JD, and they get a win. And then this little bastard come out, do more disrespecting promos on Ray, keep calling him deadbeat daddy, like, and it pissed me off about it. I'm back. I hit something. My bad. I hit something that got me in the studio mode by accident. It cut my video off. So, give me a second. Let me make sure. Let me see what did get moved around. Hold on. Alright, I'm back. Casey cuts off. It's always crazy when stuff always happens during my views. But anyway, cuts off and was somehow like sub Mysterio. Yeah, I'm calling him Sub Mysterio. He ain't no dom. He's acting like a sub to the Mommy Rhea. Know what I'm saying? The reason I'm not saying no names about her, because I kind of hope, I'm still kind of low-key open to double turn between her and Charlotte. But you know, I might be not convinced that's not happening after what goes down later on. But let's get back to Sub Mysterio and his usual deadbeat daddy call. Like, and what irks me about this is, like, I told you the folks I dealt with in that one group, the Nation Domination. I'm not gonna say their name because I don't have that much ill will toward the group though, unlike I have with the BWO group, bitch boy, whatever you want to call it. I know it's not really that mean, but that's how much ill will I got towards them, especially since they wanted to villainize me so much. Even I quit with subliminal message from members of it as well too, especially the one asshole Mike McGlynn. But that's another story. But it's guys on here was already like that Indian dude I told you about, nothing against you, dude. That Indian fuck I told you about, nothing against you, who was on some serious bizarre shit. I don't know, he trolling or that's how he think in real life though, because the same guy, he thinks MJF's a babyface, is a babyface to him, whatever. He's the one that tried to villainize. I told you in the Hurt Business story that tried to villainize me for not rooting for the Hurt Business because I wouldn't root for bad guys and villains and everything. He a while back talked about how folks said he did this one little ridiculous post. Because they talking about here, Becky talking here. He said, the H word. He said, most see Roman as because he see most see the tribal queen as a heel. He sees him as a good person and everything, with some dickhead shit. And then he says, most see Ray as a good guy, but he sees him as somebody who's a bad father and all that too. So I know he's enjoying this bullshit. But anyway, back to Sub Mysterio, call him a deadbeat. Then Ray comes out and he still chastises him over the deadbeat bullshit of him not being here because he was a working wrestler. Now I'm saying it happened. Sadly, unfortunately, he didn't mean it. He's not a me. He did what he needed to do to provide for his family. He wasn't trying to be a deadbeat daddy, but you know, Sub Mysterio guy use whatever he needs to make his dad look like the bad guy. When he's the little dickhead, he's the damn dickhead, and Ray proved it because he said that Ray wants. And he was even about to call Ray a piece of shit. I was like, you didn't. And Ray knows he hasn't been there due to, and he said he let him know he hasn't been there because he's trying to make a living. And he also want Dom will come down right now. Dom, his son, to stand by him on deducting, but it's not gonna happen, and he regrets to become. And he called him out. And like I'm gonna say, what he said, an ungrateful, disrespectful, punk ass kid who he would gladly whip his ass. And I was hoping that would be the mashup. And the crowd was chanting, kick his ass. Oh, if the crowd wasn't so PG, I would say, fuck him up. And shout out to In the Clutch, Dub and Ross. You know they was loving it though. Ross was a little bat every time Dom to come there. I want Ross to hit Dom the Sub Mysterio with that bat. But anyway, of course Lee said he remembered his son and and it'll be a big mistake. It's not worth it. And you know, subs still calling him a runaway, whatever. So whatever. I can't wait to see what's gonna push him for. I got a feeling they're really gonna go through with this. Him interrupting the Hall of Fame speech, and he'll do it then, man. I got a feeling they're gonna do it just to please the Misery Love Company, edgelord, get off of folks' misery peoples. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Anyway, moving on, we had an interesting matchup between Liv and Raquel versus Emma and Tegan Knox, and it was pretty much the match for the Fatal 4-Way for Tag Champ. I'll go a little match, little filler match in between though. I'm not going to dish, you know. I'm told you, I'm not gonna try and be like the Uncle Dave, especially the Uncle Daves of the nations. But anyway, and disrespect like fast forward and all that. So like some disrespect snob folks. I'm not going to do that. I mean, I'm gonna give folks their props regardless though. Know what I mean? Even if I gotta give a heel props, which this is my safe place to say all kayfabe gimmicks and alignment aside, without worrying about a jackass named Quez calling me out on it, be on my case and everything, and me be afraid of the flat back because I don't feel like him want me to beg for my address like some big ass bully who needs a fucking life, who needs to get humbled by getting the wrong address. But that's another story. Trust me, I'm a wrestling fan, like promo and everything, called out the shit I go through, you know what I mean? Because unfortunately, folks are still rent-free in my hand. I can't get it out, so there you have it. I wish there's a cure for get rid of rent-free folks' hand in a good way instead of going to a bad route to do it. But that's another story, hopefully. Like I said, calm it down. Can I have one day talk my shit? And if I do, can I talk my shit that won't affect my babyface status? Let me know. But anyway, get back to the match. The match was good. Cool match between Liv, Raquel, and Tegan. And I mean, interesting that two teams that are baby faces, both sides, which I'm always go for because I get to root for both sides and everything. But Liv and Raquel got the win, and they'll head into the Fatal 4-Way. I mean, interesting tag with Liv and Raquel. You know, there's been rumors that Liv might be going heel because of, but you know, sometimes the live show is not canon, but sometimes the live show can be a precursor of what can happen, you know, too. Because even sometimes not canon, because even sometimes the Tribal Queen had a little bit of babyface, big dog Roman in them at some couple of live shows as well too. At the moment, thought he was gonna be turning face soon, but there's words that he never gonna do it again. So he's always gonna be the Tribal Queen or whatever nickname I can give him. But he's not gonna be Roman to me because that's not my Roman. That's not my Roman. Not ever will be my Roman. But anyway, then Charlotte Rob after the match and everything, and does a promo on the story of Flair's being champions and Rose being challenged. You know, date back to Ric Flair and the late great Dusty Rhodes feuds as well too, and anything. And speaks on being a star. Of course, Rhea Ripley comes out and agrees on what she speaks of, but in her own way, telling about they chose her and her to be the one to, you know, to be who she are and all that as well too, which is kind of true. Know what I'm saying? Like I said, this is why I thought somewhat Rhea's gonna do a babyface style and Charlotte little promo was so much careless, but she brought it back face style a little bit as well too to keep her babyface styles away. Like I said, hopefully it's a double turn between them two because I don't feel like dealing with messes. Like I said, even a good friend of mine came to me for wanting to root for Charlotte over Rhea because Charlotte's the face, and I'm like, why? But whatever. I'm trying to stay consistent. The fact that because there's folks who give me props for staying consistent with this babyface thing I'm doing. I want to keep that. I want to disappoint folks. But anyway, gonna keep moving forward though. And she speaks on how Rhea speaking on how the locker room fears her and all that, except Charlotte, and it pisses her off. And she says Charlotte will learn to fear her. And then here come some Mysterio, not minding his business, going to jump in her face talking trash to give the opening for Rhea to take a cheap shot. So Rhea, and they walk away thinking they was think she was sweet, but y'all thought, and Charlotte kicked the heels off. Well, you know when Charlotte kicked the heels off to let them little nice little feet breathe, that means she about to whoop some ass. Let you know when any other woman take them heels off, it's about to be on. And she went there, and they got a nice little brawl. Me and Charlotte and Rhea had a nice little brawl. They both taking out security, and Rhea taking advantage of taking out security. It was a good little brawl. I love it, though, man. And continuing almost into the crowd, but till before all the officials broke him up as well too. Again, each one trying to hit on taking out the security, but they finally got pushed back. So lovely little thing. And Sammy had a little interview and with Kalen wondering what's going on with his head though. I don't blame him, man, but he just said he was having things on as Sammy do what he does. Anyway, we had a little match between Xavier Woods and LA Knight. A very impactful matchup between Xavier Woods and LA Knight with some total non-stop action. You see what I did right there. For those of you who don't know what I did right there, for those who don't follow wrestling, both of them were former Impact wrestlers in their own time. Not sure I don't think they ever crossed paths at the time, because at the time when Xavier Woods was in it during the TNA Impact days as Consequences Free was with Lethal Consequences not Lethal Consequences team up with Jay Lethal as well too. But he already went to FCW as Xavier Woods by the time Eli Drake started Impact as well too. He actually got brought because I'm sure he got he was on Impact before, but he was already on the Impact Wrestling. He was on Ray was already in FCW where later became NXT. Before Eli came to Impact Wrestling, when he was part of the Rising with Drew Galloway and Micah, aka Tonga from Gorilla Destructions. But anyway, Gorilla Destruction, right? G.O.D. from former Bullet Club guys. But anyway, it's a good match as well too, and with Xavier getting the roll pin, which was pretty nice little quick little match to give a little filler and give these guys some light as well too, and I like it. And I'm glad they gave Xavier the win, jobbing him to LA Knight, which I thought they were gonna do. They didn't, thank God. Got anything. Then we got official word that happened over the week that the Great Muta is the next inductee to the WWE Hall of Fame. I mean, I think he's like one of the first. Well, no, not first. He's probably one of the very few that never have stepped foot in WWE that's getting inducted into the Hall of Fame, which is awesome since they bossed WCW and everything. I didn't realize how much different he looked from his look back in the day to now and anything, because I thought he always had like a little face shape, but now he ain't never had a face shape at all. He ain't had the old school mop hair like Ricky Steamboat, Bruce Lee, not like Bruce Lee, but the typical Japanese mop hair at the time too was pretty nice. But anyway, I remember him a little bit though. I could have sworn he has a facial here and there, but yeah, he had mostly a clean face, always face painted though. But anyway, shout out to the Great Muta. I think he was a heel back in the day, but later on became a respected legend and respected legendary face. You know what I'm saying? Most. Well, no matter what your status was back in the day, later on during the legendary runs, you get the face treatment though. Because this is what I always say. I even said in my promo, we had like promo battles a while back, because I always represent the bay face. No matter people can go heel and all that, say heel and that, but at the end of the day, they always come back to the face size, and even legends will, no matter if they never have bayface and run in their life, they will have a bayface run during their legendary run out of respect. That's all it is. Because even Ted DiBiase, I don't think he ever been a bayface, except maybe way before his WE days when he was doing like the old school indies with the WCCW, or not indies, old school, like the pre-WF as well too. And everything. He had a little slight babyface run with Cameron Grimes as well too, and with LA Knight beating up on him, and then helping Cameron Grimes with LA Knight. It was pretty nice. But anyway, let's get back to the Smackdown. Shane, we had LA Knight confronts Ray about being his dad, kicking Ray's being sub-zero ass and anything. Say, he was my son, I'll beat his ass and all that. Ray didn't take the light in and beat his ass as he should. You know what I'm saying? That's the one thing about family and friends. I want to beat your ass, nobody else does it. If anybody just talk shit about my family, friends, no matter how much we talk shit about each other, we gonna fight. We gonna beat your ass worse than we beat each other's ass. I'll tell you like that. That's always happened. That's a prime example, because the next matchup is Sheamus versus I'm pulling out my bottle. It's fatherhood for you. The match between Sheamus and Drew, who Liz bought that as well too, had a little match with the number one contender match for the IC title. matchup, and Gunther Imperium comes around and everything. Great match, so a hard hitting banger after banger from the Banger Bros. Not the, till they had a little rocky moment where both of them hit bro kicking and Claymore, knock each other out, everything, and they about to get counted out, and Gunther interrupts, didn't know what happened, and they facing Gunther, and then Imperium be Sheamus. Bad move, cause you ain't gonna get what you wanted, Gunther, one-on-ones, cause Pierce, I was hoping he'd do that, and Pierce reprimanded them and made that choke threat match. I was hoping that it went down like that, and it did. Now we move on to the Kansas City Showdown, the little face between Sammy and Jey Uso. We got some Uzi chants going on. This one time I'm okay with it now, because since Sammy is a face now, I'm okay with the Uzi chants and everything. And Jay speaks on how he didn't like him at first, but it was true. Jay was hating on Sammy more than the rest and everything. He didn't trust him and anything till the Bloodline started liking him and all that. And then he expressed what Sammy done after that as well too. And then Sammy reminds Jay that was about how that's his stroke, which is facts. And it's how he was the one going to take crap from the crowd quick and mention that he's mad because he didn't hit him first, which is true. That's why we kind of thought that Jay might coincide with Sammy a little bit, or go along with this, but I feel like it still might happen. He still might go along with this thing just to save his brother, and then the matchup. Well, we'll get to that. They have the tag matchup between who. He might end up costing the match, and might even cost Roman the title. Who knows? Because that might sing in a little bit. If you remember in the beginning, that tribal piece of shit was treating Jay like a piece of shit. That was part of the reason why he lost his pass from me, because I ain't like how he's treating Jay. And then Jay, out of all that side, fall in line, go along with him and everything, get on my nerves. But we're gonna get off of the subject. What gets me is Mr. I Ain't Nobody's Bitch Jimmy falling in line. I know this is kayfabe and gimmicks of why he did it, because Jay was out for a minute with injury, I think, and Jimmy was one of there, so he had to fall in line. But I was a little surprised that Mr. I Ain't Nobody's Bitch Jimmy fell in line, but here we are. But anyway, going back to it, and then Dre strikes Sammy and then into the brawl and everything. Of course, Jimmy comes out and help. Now we thinking Cody's gonna come out first to help as well too, and then Solo will come out, but no. The KO thing comes on, and he comes behind, takes out both Jimmy and Jay, and then Sammy. He looks at Sammy, walks back. Sammy's back a little bit like, "Are you gonna hit me? You gonna hit me?" Because they got that history. My little boy looking like, "What am I doing here?" They got that history, and lo and behold, they hugged it out. They finally hugged it out. And they're gonna end up being the ones to beat the ones and become the ones. And my new hashtag is Sammy and KO and Sammy are the ones. Acknowledge them as well too. And from a backstage and the screen, he broke the WWE tradition of the sideways screen. He looking forward because he brought some little AEW. Now it's here. He looked forward to the screen, and he looking at it like a proud daddy was Cody Rhodes, man. This is why I seriously hope they don't care about the stat pattern of the thousand day reign with the tribal queen, and let Rhodes have his WrestleMania moment. Even if I said, like I said, even if he has to split the title, man, and have him have the WWE title and represent Raw, while the tribal queen can hold on to the Universal title for as long as he can. But anyway, let him do that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I kind of forgot to do the Buddhist man because I got interrupted because my thing got shut off or anything. The Buddhist man, hold up. The Buddhist man moment goes to who. The Buddhist man, who. Some Mysterio, man, with the deadbeat daddy nonsense. That's the boo. So the Buddhist man, Buddhist person moments go to straight, just Sub Mysterio, man. Just him, nobody else. Know what I'm saying? There's other people that could get to boo this person moments though at time. There's been a couple though, but definitely him. One, why the fuck he getting wins over Santos? 1, 2, this Debbie Daddy bullshit he keep pushing on Ray ain't cool at all. I'm not liking that. And it pisses me off more, like I said, it's fueling the edgelord, Miss You Love Company, get off of folks' misery, folks as well, fans as well too, including some in the group that grew a part of, and majority of the people in that Bitch WO group, but that's another story. Anyway, moving on. The other reason why I had to push it to the morning to record it is Rampage. Oh, sorry, that's not Rampage, that's Smackdown. Rampage, because it came a little late after the NCAA game. I'm a little disappointed. It was a good game between Memphis and FAU, but last minute FAU got the win. I was hoping to see Coach Penny Hardaway get a little further in the tournament, but he did. This has been a very crazy. I think literally out of the first round, there's no perfect brackets because we already lost one number 1 seed, already got taken out already. And for anybody, this is like the first year I really have been paying attention to NCAA basketball, and already one number 1 seed has been taken out already. Wow. This is what March Madness is all about. Well, moving on, we're gonna get to some Rampage. Powerhouse House had a little matchup against Ray Phoenix because Ray Phoenix accepted his open challenge on Diamond. I forgot to mention now on that. Sorry, I kind of missed on the backstage because I got people around me and sometimes I have phone calls and I gotta expect the phone calls sometimes and not be able to hear some of the interviews or anything. But if that happens, I'm gonna start watching some of these little things. But they don't have all interviews on YouTube and stuff like that. Stuff for like WWE, AEW don't do that. But anyway, and I thought it was gonna be a little squash match for Phoenix, but no way. Phoenix was hanging in with Hobbs, fall hard. Not me, despite Hobbs' dominance or anything, but Hobbs gotta get the win along with his new buddy QT the Simp and Aaron Siplow with the lovely beautiful lady in the sitting with the commentary part of QT TV, aka fake as TMZ and anything. It was a good match. Now, Dark Orient ain't done with the newly healed BCC though. BCC. So Stu Grayson, the one who contract right now at AEW, decided to sign back with AEW, calls out Mouse and won a one-on-one match with him. So I think we're getting that on Dynamite. But anyway, next up we experienced Taya Valkyrie's debut on AEW on Rampage, and she has a little squash match against Ava Lawless though. Good match to show the world what Taya's all about. Though for those who have followed on Impact Wrestling, who didn't get much of her on NXT as Flaker Rue as well too. I don't watch as much on the Indies or as well as AAA, or was like me, unfortunately didn't get ready to see her on Lucha Underground. Got a good little idea what she like, and she performed as usual though too. And then with the Rose of Valhalla was slightly similar to Jaded though. And speaking of Jaded, the lovely Jade Cargill, despite her current alignment, man, she's lovely. You know what I mean? Out there with her robot Layla and annoying ass Mark Sterling scouting out though. So I'm wondering if Tay will be the one that break the streak. I kind of hope so. I mean, nothing against Jay, but something against Jay because she's hell, but nothing against Jay because she's hot and beautiful. I'm getting tired of this TBS runs. Can't stay out. I know she improved it. She is improving. I will say, all K-Bay gimmick alignment side, which I can say place. I ain't gotta worry about some jackasses or a solo jackass whose name is the same initial as Jackass. That's not Ja Morant nor Ja Rule, but is a Quez. But anyway, I ain't gotta worry about him giving shit for it though. But anyway, hoping she'd be the one, cause like I said, I got love for Jay outside kayfabe and Lalami, but this little thing is getting a little long drawn more than the Tribal Creek man. No, I'm not. Just as up there as Tribal Creek man, not more though. I mean, cause if I had to choose one two hill, if it was Gunter Man to choose one hill, I choose Jay Cargo over the Tribal Creek. But anyway. But not gonna happen because I don't roll with the bad guys villains, aka the Hills. Anyway, moving on. Stokely gets ready for his little training, funny, hilarious training montage for his match against Hook, man. I can't if I say it. Zaya, Cassidy, Matt Hardy, and Paige. Well, I feel like Matt Hardy is up to something because he did a little smirk when he lost his match in he lost his match and he had a little smirk a little bit. You know, if you know, Matt Hardy and Isaiah Cassidy are not really heels. They just with them right now because of contractual reasons, though. So they're actually still faces. It's just they want to put contract with them. Not, you know, Isaiah's a little head scratch a little bit, but Matt, he's definitely gonna hold with it though. So man, he's probably here in the background going off. Thank God it's not crying. I might spoke too soon. But anyway, probably enjoy his dad's talking wrestling though. But anyway, we move on. We get the Bollywood Bowl, best known as the Same Brothers in WWE against the Jazz Soul Society, Daddy 2.0, Daddy Mac and whatever it is that fucker name is. Other guy name is. I never knew their names, but anyway, good little matchup, right there. And they got the win. And then they successfully knocked the Acclaimed scissor in with the scissors. I surely hope they don't make these dudes claim join their Jazz Soul Society. Not at least not one of them, man. Don't let that be just a tease and then they beat their ass and then move on. We had a couple. I had to rewatch some little things. I didn't fall asleep later on, not because it was tired. It was boring because it was late because of the game, man. And I was trying to stay up to help to keep the little man you hear making noise. He looking dead at me too, like, we talking about, Daddy. Get something ready for basketball too. While the wife sleep, I'm saying get a little nice needed rest. But anyway, but I was able to run back though. First, Don Collins is trying to recruit Kiniski to catch the. I don't trust Don Collins. I know the leader faces now, but I still don't trust Don Collins. I mean, I'm still like, why the hell they still got this man with him? And I hope they don't try to make Kiniski. He's like one of the most beloved baby faces in wrestling, especially in the Indies. Don't do it. Don't go the hill route. Kiniska, don't do it, man. And then I looked online as on YouTube highlight. They had like a little segment with the Ass Boys, and it looked like the Ass Boys will have a title match. I think they want to have a title match with Tyler Flight though. It was like doing a lot of things. They had to cut some stuff so to avoid copyright and anything. And we ended with the more Jazz Soul Society with Danny Garcia going against Brody King of House of Black. I keep telling you, I am convinced the House of Black are tweeners, man. They gotta be. They're tweeners, man. It's no other reason they cannot be tweeners. They gotta be tweeners at this point now, right now, man. You know, the Smackdown Hotel website that I get my ideas of who's what they are not turning them tweeners, man. You know, and talking they don't tweeners. But at least shout to smart out moments for making Carmella Hayes and Trick Williams and put them in the tweener / penis side for now, because as I said, they've been showing signs of it though, back to back. So anyway, moving on. Good little match between Garcia and Brody, trying to get the open hand. No, Garcia trying to get him on Brody, but you know, Brody that dominant. But of course, Jericho bringing it back in to get Danny Garcia to get the win. So we get the Buddhist man stands go to the Jazz Soul Society for their nonsense. But other than that, I'm gonna stop soon. That's my wrestling review. I don't have any more right now. I can't think of any more right now that happened with wrestling. Other than this week we celebrate 1 year of the passing of Scott Hall. So RIP to the guy Scott Hall, aka Razor Ramon. Yo. But other than that, it's your boy T-Bear with some wrestling reviews. I might, like I said, going forward though, I might start. I'm slowly getting caught back up with Impact. I gotta rest the rest of No Surrender, and then I'm gonna try to get back. Once I get caught up with that, I'm gonna add that to it. I'm gonna try to get a little caught with MLW to add that to it. And if I feel like I want to subscribe to Honor Club and get Ring of Honor and then review on that as well too. Well, no, not really, because not everybody gonna see it because it's on Honor Club, so I'm not gonna do that. But other than that. Or if y'all want to, let me know. And I mean, always shout out to those who've been showing support and love for my reviews. The one loyal first person right now, Daniel on 69, as well as Zeke, and of course RC99 I've been showing love to as well too. So other than that, my boy about to snap. It's your boy T-Bear signing off. One love.